Hey everyone, Alma Thomas. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a holistic health coach. My business is called Back to Creation. You can go check out my website. You can send me an email, give me a call. I can help you use supplements and food to feel better, to reduce the unpleasant symptoms, and to feel better. I customize plans for your body, for what you need. We are all different, and it shouldn't be a one size fits all. So, with that being said, I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I am not giving medical advice. Always contact your doctor and let them know if you're wanting to add or take something away in your daily lifestyle. Certain medications you cannot just cold turkey. So you do need to just discuss with your doctor, and if they're not open to discussing holistic ways or they just don't know about it, then find another doctor. They work for you, so you can fire and hire whoever you want. So with that being said, not a medical professional, not giving medical advice. I am a holistic health coach. I have been studying the body for many, many years and how it functions. I specialize in helping the body to detox, and I've been treating my family holistically for many, many, many years. My daughter had a really bad autoimmune disorder, and we've helped her to reduce the symptoms. And also myself, I've had health issues. And so I just like to share with you what I have used, what I've suggested to other people. And that's what I'm here to do. Your local holistic health coach. So reach out to me, check out my website. So let's jump into it. If you haven't watched my previous video where I talked about detoxing in depth, it's a pretty long video on detoxing, I do suggest you go back to that. So today we're going to talk about nutrient deficiency. So a lot of us are malnourished, and we think malnourished is, oh, we're not getting enough carbs or enough food in our diet. No, really, you're not getting enough vitamins and minerals. So the mineral that I'm going to talk about today is magnesium. So I'm going to post a couple different videos. I'm not going to be able to talk about all of them because there's so many of them that our body needs, which is why you need to have a variety of fruit and vegetables and nuts and sort of like whole grains. Before I jump into that, you're like, what in the world does nutrients and vitamins and minerals have to do with detoxing? So just to kind of paraphrase, please go back to the other video I posted. Our bodies are constantly detoxing. We're always detoxing. And we shouldn't be doing any accelerated, intentional detoxing protocols until we know that our body is functioning properly, because you're going to cause a lot of problems. And some of us just want to detox and not support our body, and it's really causing a lot of issues. So our body is always detoxing all the time. I know, right? All the time. So your best bet is to support your body so that your body can properly detox itself. Now, there's certain protocols, like doing a colon cleanse is very important, especially if you deal with constipation and, very sticky, tarry type, like stool. Like you don't want to leave any of that stool in there. So, because of colon cancer is super, super bad. So you really want to do certain detoxes for a colon cleanse. There's also like heavy metal detoxes. Different detoxes that you can do, but you do not want to do any of those detoxes until you are giving your body what it needs. You need to make sure that you're not malnourished, and also make sure that those symptoms that you're having are not linked to a vitamin deficiency, because a lot of times we have these symptoms and we're like, oh, I just need a detox. I need a detox. Well, maybe you need to add some supplements to your life or some certain food groups that have those vitamins in them. So I always say that you need to start with your food first. If you're eating more of your nutrients, you're better absorbing it, and your body's able to actually use what it needs and not use what it needs. And so it's very important that you start out with your diet, and then if you can't get enough with your diet, then you can add supplements. So with that being said, if you are deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, your body is not going to be working in harmony. It's not going to be working properly. So certain organs are not going to work. Certain vitamins and minerals you're not going to be able to absorb if you don't have one or the other. Like they work in harmony together. You know, like you need magnesium to transport potassium. So if you're deficient in magnesium, then more than likely you're going to become deficient in potassium. So today we're talking about magnesium, and I'm trying to make these videos short because I know we're busy. We got things to do. My last video was super long. I will get more into certain detox protocols that you can do once you know that your body is functioning properly and you're giving it the nutrients that it needs. And then you can do certain protocols, like heavy metal detox, colon cleanse. So with that being said, let's talk about magnesium. So certain signs of magnesium deficiency. And so you need to understand too, the medical field, they don't really talk a lot about magnesium deficiency because we don't really understand how much our body needs, how much it actually like stores. We don't really understand that whole part of the body. So that's why a lot of doctors don't talk about it. Also, it is very hard to test for magnesium because when you test for magnesium, you're usually just testing what is in your blood, but not what is stored in your body. And your magnesium, your body stores it in your bones and other parts of your body, and what's actually active in your blood is not a gauge of what you have in your body. So that's why magnesium is a little funky. But 50% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. So some of the signs that you are deficient in magnesium, obviously mental health issues. Low magnesium has been linked to depression, also high blood pressure. Like I said, you need magnesium to transport potassium, which is good for your heart. So if you don't have magnesium, you're not getting that potassium. So blood pressure, diabetes, you need magnesium to deal with the whole glucose thing. Magnesium has over 300 different functions in your body. I mean, some doctors say over 700, but it's needed for a lot of things like your metabolism, your blood sugar, your heart, your muscles. So you might have like muscle cramps, you know, nausea, body weakness, appetite issues, abnormal heart rate. So those are things that you can have. So a lot of times we go to the doctor and we have high blood pressure, and right away they give us blood pressure medicine. Instead of saying, you know what, why don't you try supplementing with magnesium and see if that helps your blood pressure? Then you don't need to be on chronic medication for your whole life. So that's just something you have to understand, that you might go to the doctor for high blood pressure and they're just going to give you a medicine for it, which is a carcinogen, which can be very toxic, that's not natural to your body, when all you needed to do was take a magnesium supplement and you're fine. So that's one thing you really need to understand. So before you go jump to take all this chronic medication for these symptoms, a lot of these symptoms can go back to being deficient in certain vitamins and minerals. So some important things to know about magnesium is calcium hinders the absorption of magnesium. So if you have too much calcium, then you are not going to be absorbing magnesium. So there needs to be a balance. Maybe don't mix your calcium-rich foods with your magnesium-rich foods. Keep them separate. Be careful how much milk you drink. Everyone's like, oh, drink all this milk, get all this calcium. It's so important. We love to focus on calcium, but we don't talk about any other things, any other minerals that are needed. So remember, if you consume a lot of calcium-rich foods, dairy milk, all that stuff, then that can hinder your absorption of magnesium. Like I said, magnesium is needed to transport potassium. So a lot of times if you're lacking in magnesium, you're going to lack in potassium. So every organ in the body needs mineral magnesium, especially the heart muscles, the kidneys, well, the heart, the muscles, and the kidneys. It contributes to the makeup of teeth and bones. Magnesium is needed for many functions in the body, physical and chemical processes in the body that convert energy, so metabolism. So magnesium is very important. And like I said, the doctors don't really talk about it. They don't really study it. It's hard to know what the ideal ratio is in our body, how we convert it in our body, what our body needs, how our body stores it. A lot of that is just unknown, so doctors just don't talk about it. And it's really hard to recommend a dose for you because we just don't understand all that. So I recommend that if you're having heart issues, diet, sugar issues, muscle issues, sleep issues, depression, mental health issues, that you try to incorporate magnesium-rich foods and see if that helps you. If it helps you, but it's not enough, then maybe you can look into supplementing with magnesium. One of my favorite ways is actually these mineral drops. I believe they're made out of seaweed. I didn't bring them with me. But if you have any questions, you can always message me and I can send you the brand. That has magnesium in it, and it's a natural form of magnesium. So that's what I do, because like I said, there's not a lot of studies on dosages and how much your body needs and this and that. So it's a slippery slope when you're taking the supplements. You need to be careful because too much minerals cannot be good either. So that's why I always say use food first, because your body is going to take what it needs, get rid of what it doesn't need. It's familiar with the food, plus you have all the other nutrients that come along with it to help you to better absorb and to better, like I said, they all work in harmony. So some of the foods that are rich in magnesium, I love coconut water. I try to drink coconut water every day. Coconut water does have magnesium in it. Magnesium is also electrolyte. So instead of drinking toxic Gatorade, you can, hopefully I don't get flagged for that. I don't know. Toxic sports drinks, try to drink some coconut water. So I try to drink coconut water every single day. Also avocados. I love avocados. Avocados is actually a fruit, but very good for you. It has really good fat in it that you need. Your brain needs fat. Your body needs fat. So it's good quality fat. So also, along with magnesium, avocados also have potassium. And what do you know? You need magnesium to transport potassium. So you kind of get both of them in eating that avocado. Plus you get vitamin B's, which is good, really good for you. Vitamin K's and fiber. Also nuts. And nuts, not only do they have magnesium, but they also have fat, good quality fats, and they also have fiber. Also legumes. That's when I researched, that's how you pronounce it. Spelled Legumes. Legumes. Those are things like lentils, beans, chickpeas, peas, soybeans. Those also have magnesium, but they also have potassium. They also have iron, protein, and fiber. Also seeds, so things like flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, iron. They also have iron. Seeds also have iron. They also have fat and also omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are so good for you when it comes to inflammation. You want to reduce inflammation. I do suggest that you add some seeds to your life. Pumpkin seeds are very good for you. Maybe in another video, I'll break down the benefits of pumpkin seeds. Also bananas. Bananas also have potassium. Well, all these like magnesium and potassium, because they come together. Like, it's genius how God works. Like, God created evergreen plant and all these plants with seeds in them for us to eat when he created the world. Go back to Genesis 29, and then later on in Genesis 2, God says that he made these plants that are pleasant to the eyes and pleasant to eat. So it just makes sense that we have this. You look through these and they have magnesium and potassium together because you need magnesium to transport potassium. Potassium is so important for your heart. So like I said, I'm going to try to break down some minerals. There's so many of them. So maybe the next one I'll do potassium. Right now we're just doing magnesium. So bananas also have vitamin C, vitamin B6, and fiber. I personally do not worry about sugar in fruit at all because it comes with the fiber. As long as you're eating the whole fruit, it comes with the fiber to help better absorb the sugar. If you have some sort of sugar problem and you notice that when you eat bananas, it raises your sugar, and so you have limited that, just maybe have only a half of one, or I've heard, I haven't further research into it, but I did see that if you eat an unripe banana, it reduces the sugar in it. So I will have to continue to research into that. Also leafy greens. Leafy greens also have iron, and they have vitamin A, C, and K in them. So with leafy greens, definitely lightly cook them, very low heat, and in some olive oil or some good quality butter, grass-fed, grass-finished, good quality butter. Slightly, very low, very quickly warm them up and then eat them. I do not recommend anybody eat raw veggies. Raw veggies are very hard to digest. They have a protective layer on them, so you're not really getting all the nutrients out of it, and it's very hard on your digestive system. So I do suggest that your veggies, you always slightly cook them. You don't want them to be super moisty that like you killed all the nutrients, but you want them just to be enough that you're breaking down that first protective layer, so you're letting out the additional vitamins in there, minerals, but don't overcook them. So a lot of times you can like steam them, which is really, really good way to do it. So you're not like killing all the vitamins, but you're breaking down that protective layer. So with that being said, there are certain medications that can deplete magnesium. This is a funny one. So blood pressure medicine actually depletes magnesium. And maybe you needed that blood pressure medicine in the first place because you're low in magnesium. So I don't know. Be very careful. Most pharmaceutical medication that you take is going to deplete some sort of vitamin and mineral. So it's very important. If you are on chronic medication, you need to read all the labels. You need to speak to your doctor, and you need to be aware of what minerals or vitamins it can be depleting so that you can supplement those vitamins and minerals. So overview, 50% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. Some symptoms of magnesium can be like mental health issues like depression, high blood pressure, blood sugar problems, muscle problems, headaches, body weakness, nausea, sleeping problems. All of those can be linked to magnesium deficiency. there's not a lot of good testing to check your magnesium. So it's best to just try to focus on adding as much magnesium rich foods as you can. And as you can see with a lot of these magnesium rich foods, you're also getting fiber, you're also getting iron, you're getting protein, you're getting potassium, and you're getting fat. So you're getting a lot in that, so of what your body needs on a daily basis. So certain, not only, so the medication that depletes, antibiotics can deplete magnesium, or oral contraceptions like the pill, hormonal replacements, immune suppressants if you have autoimmune issues and you're taking these medication to suppress your immune system, that can also cause you to not absorb magnesium. Also, acid blockers, taking things for like acid reflux, blood pressure medication, things like that, and certain steroids as well can deplete magnesium. So if you are in chronic medication, you are feeling some of these symptoms, then definitely read the label very good, talk to your doctor about it, add in these magnesium rich foods. And then if you feel like you're somewhat having results, but you're just not having enough, then you can supplement with magnesium. So, but like I said, there's not a lot of research on how to supplement with it. So that's why a lot of doctors don't talk about it, because there's not a lot of research there for it. So definitely use your food. I will always say use your food first, then if need be, then you can look into supplements. What I use for supplementing with magnesium is a mineral drop. I don't have the name, I didn't bring it with me, but you can always message me for the particular brand if you are interested. But it is a mineral drop, and I believe it comes from seaweed, and it has a lot of minerals in it. So that's what I use to supplement for it. But yeah, so this is what you have. You got you got dark chocolate, but it needs to be at least 70% cocoa, at least 70%. And also to get those antioxidants, you want to be careful with mixing dairy into that. So, dark chocolate, avocados, nuts, legumes, spelled legumes, which are lentils, beans, chickpeas, peas, soybeans, seeds like flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, bananas, and leafy greens. So remember, no raw veggies, very hard to digest, and you're not getting a lot of the nutrients because they are stuck behind a protective layer. So if you are using leafy greens, I do suggest that you slightly cook them. Not on high heat, and make sure you're careful. The best thing to use is good quality butter. If not, then you have olive oil, which has a very high heat. It can withstand a lot of heat before it starts breaking down, and then it becomes toxic to you. Also, coconut oil is very, very good for you. So stay tuned for more videos. The next video will probably be potassium. Once again, these all connect to the detoxing, because if you're deficient in these, then you're going to be deficient in other vitamins and minerals, and your body's not working properly. So that's why your body's not detoxing properly. So if you make sure you're getting all the minerals and vitamins needed and that you're not malnourished, more than likely your body is going to be able to detox what is needed, and you won't need to do these fancy detox protocols. Later on in this series, I will add certain detoxes you can do to kind of help heavy metal detoxing, and also like a colon cleanse type thing. So, but don't jump in to all these fads of drink this and do this and drop 10 pounds, and you'll detox. No, you're going to make yourself very, very, very sick. You need to make sure that you're detoxing detoxing parts of your body are functioning properly, like your liver, your kidneys, which are all in your digestive system. Your skin is detoxing properly, your respiratory system is detoxing properly, and you're giving each of those the vitamins and minerals needed to function properly and see what your body can do on its own before you add additional support by doing detox protocols. So thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please share these videos, like these videos, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you get notifications when I have when I post more videos. So this is all a series of detoxing. I will be talking about detoxing a lot, and stay tuned for the next mineral. I will probably be doing potassium next, but we'll see. So have a great day, and God bless.